Invokana users, if you have taken the diabetes drug Invokana and have been hospitalized for ketoacidosis, kidney failure, or heart attack, you may be entitled to compensation. Contact Ed Bernstein and Associates.
Enough said. Call Ed. EdBernstein.com.
Attention users of Reglan. The prescription drug Reglan, which treats acid reflux disease, has been linked to tardive dyskinesia, a debilitating disorder which causes involuntary movements of the tongue, mouth, face, lips, arms, and legs. The symptoms are often permanent. Attorney Jonathan Harris helps people recover the money they deserve from these harmful effects brought on by Reglan. If you or someone you love has taken the prescription drug Reglan and suffer from any of these symptoms, call Attorney Jonathan Harris right now for a free consultation. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
Attention, if you own a 2003 to 2007 Ford Super Duty truck with a 6.0-liter diesel engine, you may be entitled to money damages.
If you own one of these Ford diesel trucks, even if it hasn't caused you any problems, call us right now to see if you qualify for money damages.
If you own a 2003 to 2007 Ford Super Duty truck or Excursion with a 6.0-liter diesel engine, call 1-800-555-1212. 1-800-555-1212.
Attention those who took the acne drug Accutane. Bloomberg reports the billion-dollar drug maker Roche Pharmaceuticals has been ordered to pay millions to Accutane victims.
This is serious. Accutane may be to blame for significant damage to the colon, bowel, or intestine. These painful injuries, such as Crohn's, may require surgery or lifetime medication.
If you or a loved one took Accutane and developed Crohn's disease, inflammatory bowel disease, colitis, or lupus, call now for a legal consultation.
Call the National Law Firm of Parliament and Associates 1-800-403-8888.
A blood thinner Pradaxa may cause serious internal bleeding and heart attacks. The FDA is evaluating reports of serious bleeding events in patients taking Pradaxa. The manufacturer has linked hundreds of deaths to Pradaxa since 2010. If you or a loved one took Pradaxa and suffered from gastrointestinal bleeding, cerebral hemorrhaging, a heart attack, or death, you may be eligible to receive compensation. Call 1-800-BAD-DRUG to discuss your rights with an attorney. Call now for a free consultation. 1-800-BAD-DRUG.
Drug alert. Hormone replacement therapy drugs, including Prempro, Premarin, and Provera, have been linked to cancer, even years after taking the drug. Women on hormone replacement therapy may have an increased risk of developing breast, ovarian, and endometrial cancer. If you or someone you know took Prempro, Premarin, or Provera and developed cancer, you may be entitled to substantial monetary compensation. For a free consultation, contact Peterson & Associates toll-free at 1-877-DRUG-GIANT or go to druglawfirm.com.
Attention, women who have been implanted with the intrauterine device Mirena. This commonly prescribed birth control device has been linked to serious injuries. Complications associated with the IUD Mirena include formation of ovarian cysts, perforation and embedment of the device in the uterine wall, and migration of the device from its original location. These complications often require the device to be removed. If you or a loved one experienced any of these complications, call the Rely On Group. You may be entitled to a significant cash award. Call the Rely On Group right now to be connected with an experienced attorney for a free consultation and to see if you may qualify for financial compensation. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim. If you or a loved one experienced complications while implanted with the IUD Mirena, call the Rely On Group.
Attention patients with kidney damage. If you or a loved one took Fleet Phosphosoda or Fleet Easy Prep before a colonoscopy and then within 60 days experienced kidney failure, you may be entitled to money damages. Many patients who took Fleet Phosphosoda or Fleet Easy Prep are now undergoing dialysis or require a kidney transplant. If you or a loved one took Fleet Phosphosoda or Fleet Easy Prep before a colonoscopy and suffered kidney failure, call Handler, Henning & Rosenberg at 1-800-LAW-4000 for a free consultation. Call 1-800-LAW-4000.
Fosamax is a medication primarily used to promote bone growth in patients suffering from osteoporosis. According to a recent study, Fosamax has been linked to the degenerative bone condition commonly known as dead jaw. Symptoms of dead jaw can include exposed bone, loose teeth, and significant chronic pain. If you or someone you know has taken Fosamax and experienced unexplained jaw deterioration, call our lawyers at 800-579-2913.
Are you or someone you care for taking the drug Actos? The FDA has announced that long-term exposure to Actos may cause an increased risk of bladder cancer. If you or someone you care for have taken Actos and were diagnosed with bladder cancer, you may have a claim and be entitled to financial compensation. Call the Johnson Law Group immediately for a free confidential consultation. 800-996-9900 or go to johnsonlawgroup.com. The Johnson Law Group, helping you and those you care for.
Health alert. Individuals with kidney problems. If you received an MRI with contrast, then develop skin problems including thick and hard skin, stiff joints, or limited mobility, compensation may be available. Call 1-800-LAW-5755 for a claim evaluation.
If you are one of the many who suffered from food poisoning because of contaminated peanut butter, you may be entitled to a cash award.
If you were hospitalized or if someone you know died from contaminated peanut butter, call attorney Jim Adler right now.
If this has happened to you, keep the jar. If you've been hospitalized, you may be entitled to a cash award.
Some Peter Pan and Great Value peanut butter has been recalled. Keep the jar and call attorney Jim Adler now at 713-777-4000.
Attention, users of the birth control NuvaRing.
If you or a loved one used the birth control NuvaRing and suffered a heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, or blood clot, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now.
If this has happened to you or a loved one, call us right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Call the Goldwater Law Firm right now. Call 1-800-391-5000. That's 1-800-391-5000.
Attention! If you suffered medical complications after a hysterectomy, prostate surgery, or other procedure performed with a Da Vinci surgical robot, call right now. If you had additional surgeries due to complications, call 855-ROBOT-OP. Our lawyers are investigating cases right now. If you or a loved one was seriously injured during a robotic surgical procedure, call 855-ROBOT-OP. You may be entitled to compensation. Non-lawyer paid spokesperson.
Have you or a loved one experienced an allergic reaction or other related side effects or death and were administered the drug heparin? You may have a claim for damages. Call the Singleton Law Firm today at 877-631-5200.
Medical studies show that patients who take Plavix are at an increased risk of serious bleeding, including hemorrhagic stroke, TTP blood disorder, gastrointestinal bleeding, bleeding from ears, eyes, and nose, bleeding ulcers, subdural hematoma, and death. The FDA recently issued a new black box warning for Plavix. If you or a loved one suffered serious side effects or died after taking Plavix, you may be entitled to money damages. Call Audette & Partners at 1-888-99-AUDETTE or visit us online at audetelaw.com.
This is an urgent message. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with congestive heart failure or abnormal heart rhythms and given the prescription drugs Digitech or Bertec. Digitech and Bertec, though administered for heart problems, may have caused cardiac instability, kidney failure, or other serious side effects requiring hospitalization, even death. The FDA recalled these drugs after determining some pills contain double the appropriate dosage, causing serious side effects, even death. You may have a claim to compensation.
Call 1-800-598-1196.
60 Minutes recently identified Trasilol, a drug given during heart surgery to cause kidney failure or death. After heart surgery, if you or a loved one suffered kidney failure or death, call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Elk & Elk, serious lawyers for serious injuries.
The CDC recently announced there is a nationwide meningitis outbreak. It appears to be linked to a contaminated injectable steroid. Over 120 people have been diagnosed and 11 have died. The CDC says as many as 13,000 people may have received the medicine. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with meningitis from a contaminated steroid injection, please call 1-800-BAD-DRUG. Call 1-800-BAD-DRUG now. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Recently, researchers found users of denture cream such as Super Polygrip and Fixodent may be at risk for zinc poisoning. Denture cream users may develop neuropathy, with symptoms including numbness, tingling, or pain in your extremities, loss of ability to move legs, arms, or hands, or poor balance. If you use denture cream and suffer from any of these symptoms, you may be entitled to compensation. For a free consultation, contact Peterson & Associates toll-free at 877-DRUG-GIANT or go to druglawfirm.com.
The spokesperson is not a lawyer.